Next up is Tyler Willie. He is Harry S. Truman.
Welcome to the Little White House in 1947. Do you know who read every book in Independence Library by the time he was 14? It was I, Harry S. Truman. I was born May 8, 1884, in a small town in Missouri known as Independence. My full name is Harry S. Truman. My parents, John and Martha Truman, never decided on an actual middle name for me. They couldn't decide to name me after my father's side or my mom's side. I had two siblings, Mary and Vivian. My father was a farmer, and each day he tried to find a way for our family to get wealthy. He tried and tried until he gave up because we were losing more money than we made. My mom, on the other hand, was a stay-at-home mom with me and my two siblings. I was very well educated, but at one point in my life I was not doing so well. I could not read as well as the other children. So my mom bought me my first pair of thick glasses. Because of my glasses, I did better than all the other students in reading. Yet, because of my glasses, I was afraid to break them, so I did not play any of the sports or games the other boys did. When I was young, we lost our house and had to move into my grandmother's farmhouse. My chores there were to clean, plow, and take care of the siblings. As a teen, I was very interested in reading. I read every book in the Independence Library by the time I was 14. I was also interested in the war. I wanted to be in the Army, but because I did not have 20/20 vision, I was not allowed. I also had a crush on a girl named Elizabeth Wallace, but everybody called her Bess. When I grew up, I got married to Bess and had one child named Mary. One day, when we sent Mary to daycare, a stranger we did not know claimed that we had told him to pick her up. Mary was nearly kidnapped. I also owned an army shop with Eddie Jacobson, my best friend, where we sold firearms and clothing. After that, I went to the National Guard and became General of Group Battery D. They were the toughest to handle, but I got them under control with just a few words. If you guys keep this up, you all downgraded to privates again. And that shut them right up. After the National Guard, I got a scholarship to go to Kansas City Law School, where I became a senator and a judge. I then moved to Washington, D.C. to be a judge, and then got an offering to be vice president with Franklin Roosevelt. I then became president after his death in 1945. As a president, I beat the Germans, beat the Japanese, and also I took control of all the railroads. I also tried to get African Americans to be treated more fairly among whites. I was also given the Truman poker table by the U.S. Navy. It had symbolized chips and 4 slots on each side for each of the amounts. Me and my bestest of friends would play poker night after night. I died December 12, 1972, at the age of 88 at my home in Independence. My wife, daughter, and 4 grandchildren were alive when I died. Thank you for listening to my speech, and the next time you think about World War II, think of me, Harry S. Truman, the man who won the war.